on. The DevFest doesn't end here. And our next presentation will be our next speech, actually. We have two speakers, Andrii and Oleksii, a father-son duo who will guide us to AI engineering. And please give a round of applause for our youngest speaker here.
Good morning, Vienna. I hope you have a nice morning and nice start of the conference. Great cup of coffee. And today I'm going to talk about something really hyped nowadays, is a vibe coding. And first question would be, are you familiar with vibe coding? Can you raise your hands? Yeah, so like the audience, and you might ask me, this is going to be another vibe coding session. I would say maybe yes, but I wanted to make it real different this time. That's why I want to introduce my co-speaker today. I'm Andrii, software developer at Dynatrace. I am GDG Linz organizer, so just if you are in Linz, you can visit our events. And here is...
And I'm Oleksii. I'm Oleksii, a third grade student.
Yeah, so that's all about our who we are. And basically the twist is that Oleksii is a vibe coder. So he is 8 years old, and once I showed him some tool, we'll talk about the tool later, and he tried to vibe code the game. And here we come to our first demo. There will be lots of demos today, and Oleksii will show what he vibe coded himself without my help, with zero help from my side, and it will be like a start of our presentation. So here we go. Does it work? No.
Hold up. What?
I need to switch the screen. Can I switch the screen? Can I switch the screen?
Yeah.
No, because it's stuck on the presentation. I'll probably just do this and
yes.
Do this. Okay, thank you. So
this is a game called Hex Arena. It's a pretty simple game. So here's what I need to do. I need to shoot other enemies and level up so that I could become more powerful. And yeah, these are like. And there are even rarities. So this means I have like. So that means that this is well, I don't know, maybe very complicated because it uses a coding software or that I really do not know.
There are even here some modes where you can just change to different modes in the game. I mean, when I saw this first time, I was like a little bit shocked because I do software development for 13 years, and for me it would take like, I don't know, at least a week maybe to develop something like this, especially, in fact, I have zero knowledge in front-end development, especially web. I mean, and
also, yeah.
8-year-old managed to build this using the tool. Which tool did you use, by the way, for that?
I used Firebase Studio.
So we'll talk about the Firebase Studio later, and this is the game. And today I wanted to challenge him and the Firebase Studio to develop something in the area where I have knowledge, and this is Flutter. This is mobile development, because if I look into this code, I cannot really tell you how good it is, what is the quality of the code, and that's why I wanted to challenge the tool, to challenge my son to build something I really know and I really consider myself as expert. And yeah, there are different things. We're coming back to the presentation. Can you tell us, please, about our idea today?
So here is the idea. We want to create an app for Geometry Dash users. Users can create events and invite other people to join. Then these events can be posted into the Geometry Dash community or maybe uploaded to the servers. I don't know if it's possible.
I think it's possible, but do you know what Geometry Dash is? So it's like, can you tell us more, because I cannot really explain it. It's such a hype for kids nowadays. What is Geometry Dash?
So Geometry Dash is a game where you have to jump over spikes, and it might even show the human limit baseline. So basically, it's basically the humanly possible limit of, yeah.
So it's like a sport, I would say. And we took as our topic to create such application. And here is our content. So first we are going to what?
Okay, here are our contents. Well, of course. Number 1, tooling up. Number 2, the vibe. Number 3, blueprint before code. Number 4, guided build. Number 5, lessons in next jump.
So we will start with the tools. As mentioned before, we are going to use the Firebase Studio from Google. It's DevFest, you know. We're going to use Flutter. The first question, have you ever used the Firebase Studio before? Okay, so that's basically another AI agent-powered cloud IDE, but we'll show it later how it works and how it looks. We will use Flutter. Flutter is a nice cross-platform technology, which is my job, honestly, to do Flutter applications, Flutter plugins, and we'll use it as a base. And what is Gemini?
Gemini is an AI from Google.
Yes. So we start with the vibe. We start with your approach now, you know. Here we're going to our demo 1. Let's switch. Let's open the Firebase Studio.
Wait, that's Firebase.
Oh, yeah,
Firebase
thank you.
Studio.
Thank you. And we're trying the Firebase Studio. I have already lots of projects here, but we will start a new one. So as you remember, we have idea to create Geometry Dash application to save events. What should I write? What should I ask Firebase Studio? Like in your words, can you give me the prompt, please?
Well, make an application that with no bugs, cool design, and the goal is that we need a Geometry Dash event maker so that other people can join events and even upload them.
That's quite a prompt, right? So I will write a summary, let's say. So let's be honest, please create, let's be nice, please create an application for Geometry Dash events. Dash events without bugs, right?
Yeah, without bugs and cool design.
Without bugs and cool design. And we need to able to save events to save events and possibly upload them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And please. So when I hit the enter button, Firebase Studio start its job. We ask for the application, and we have first complexity now, because it actually creates the prototype, which the description is really nice. So if you go through description, if you go through the colors, it looks good. But in the bottom, you see that it suggests to use the TypeScript, Next.js, and Tailwind CSS, which makes this not a mobile application, and we want to build mobile application. So I just don't want to waste the time, and if you ask extensively, like, please build me a mobile application, it's not going to work. The result will be the same. So for Flutter, especially Firebase Studio, cannot really do full no-code experience. So that's why I already have a project prepared for that here. This is a Flutter application, so you can do it in the Firebase Studio right away. But you know, this is where potentially the person without technical knowledge, like a kid, have first problem that kids, they don't know what code is, what Flutter is, and all of this, you know, tech terms. And here, what should you do? Okay, let's run our Flutter project. The problem of this presentation is that during 3 rehearsals, you can have different inputs. So Firebase Studio is really nice for web applications, but for mobile, you can have some hiccups. I hope it's not an issue today, but so far everything looks nice. Also in Firebase Studio, you cannot test iOS applications. It's only Android, web, and Linux. Okay. We start the preview. Maybe we would need to only develop for web today, because Flutter is also a platform for web. But meanwhile, we can actually try to write our prompt. We'll use the same prompt, like from here. Let's copy paste it and ask Firebase Studio to create Flutter application finally. I mean, it's already created, but it looks like this.
I mean, you can press the send button.
Yeah, that's the demo application, the default application from Flutter. Okay, now all we need to do is just wait. Firebase Studio is using Gemini 3.5, I think. Now they also introduced the blueprinting for before the making application. It adds some dependencies. It's a new thing. So like 2 months ago, it was not here. So they changed really a lot, and that's why it's so hard to make this presentation, because the Firebase Studio is constantly changing. So it's constantly improving. In my opinion, it's still behind, I don't know, Copilot, any other tools which you can use for vibe coding, but we want to show today only the Firebase Studio. And we're updating the file. And our Android is still not alive. So you can create 3 different projects, and you can have 3 different results in the end. We trust. Okay. Android is not alive at all. But we can already check the code. You see, this prompt which we produced already created something not compilable. This is something we don't really want. Usually with Firebase Studio, there are also lots of problems with existing projects. So if you want to perform some simple task, you have already issues with compilation. And those are like silly issues. It misses the brackets. Sometimes the... Yeah, thank you. Sometimes the UI creation and the logic is really huge issue. So it shows that basically the vibe coding for Flutter in this way without technical knowledge is not really possible. It's still not alive. Or maybe. Okay. So that's why, okay, installing. I mean, it shows that it's running, but yeah, the web at least is here. So at least it's compilable. Yeah.
I will be here.
It looks really too basic.
No, vänta, då är det.
Yes, yes. So we came to the conclusion that this app is not really useful. And we're coming back to the presentation.
Where it is. Okay.
So our first learning, we had a kid input. Something like create this cool app without bugs with nice design. But AI always assures you that it's a nice idea, it's possible, but the result is not really good. I mean, don't get me wrong, like 2 months ago it was even worse. So it was in a single file and like with super silly issues. So Firebase is improving. So this is something we are going to do now. We're going to blueprint before the code. If we are talking about software engineering, we have to start with 3 pillars, like dependencies, architecture, and user interface, if we are talking about Flutter. So we start with the dependencies.
What are dependencies?
It's here.
Okay. What are dependencies?
So dependencies are, when we do software, we don't develop everything from scratch. Something is written already by other developers, and we use some existing code, and those are called third-party dependencies. And we are going to use third-party dependencies because we don't want to create everything from scratch. We're going to use Google Fonts to have a nice font for our geometry dash application. We're going to use Hive. It's a database for Flutter. And we're going to use RiverPod as common, well-known architecture. So why architecture matters? What do you think? Which picture is better in here? This one. You need to say the left or right? It's left, yes. But you're supposed to say another one, so.
I do it.
So, yeah, a little bit hiccups. But technically, why architecture matters? Because if you have a messy architecture, the maintenance of this software is not possible. So you can forget right away what you did like 1 week ago. You can introduce many bugs because everything is so spaghetti coded, can I tell it like this, right?
Yeah.
So we want to have a nice architecture for our application. And we are going to the guided build. So what we are going to fix? We will ask to use RiverPod as our core architecture component. We will have different screens. We will have different business logic files. and we store our events into the database. And of course, we're going to use Google Fonts for geometry dash style design. Now we're going to the demo 2. Okay, so we'll stop the Flutter run, and we ask to undo all changes. I hope it's gonna work. So we will start from scratch. We're removing dependencies, we're removing the sources, we're removing the blueprint, because we are going to blueprint ourselves. Okay, so we have original, no, we do not have original main file. Okay, now it looks better. Okay, so coming back to guided builds, we're going to ask first to add some dependencies. So we will ask to add river pod. We will ask to add Google Fonts and the Hive. Yes, exactly. Okay, so I just became lazy because it's a simple terminal command. But you know, AI is so addictive, and if you try it once and you just like follow this flow, just pressing the button, and something is happening, and you feel addicted to it. But yeah. So we added all of the dependencies, and now we're going to implement some screens. So first screen, we are going to have the event screen. Right? Is it correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Please add event screen.
Actually correct.
With list and yeah.
Yeah. I already know what the...
And floating action button.
But it's spelled
Yeah.
wrong.
I know. I'm nervous too.
Still. Yes.
Thank you. Add providers using RiverPod. So the main take is that we're going to use these baby steps to implement certain features, certain amounts of code iterationally, okay? So
What's this? Oh, yeah, run turn them all.
yes, please. Thank you. So now with help of our dependencies, with help of the AI, we have a nice structure. We have a providers, we have a screens, and we have models for the event. Technically, I would do it like this myself if I would code without AI. And this is something we want to achieve, to have the end product, end code, which you can show to others and still be proud and tell that I did it, not anyone else. It also executes some build runner commands. Of course, there are some hiccups still, but it's possible. now the problem is that we are running out of time a little bit, so I will just probably show you the code, how it's structured, how that it looks well, because we have like 5 minutes left.
Oh, of course it's...
Yes. And probably because of the internet, it runs a little bit slower than usually. Okay. So we have event provider, we have models, even some generated files, we have a screen. Everything is structured. The screen uses the event provider, so business logic and the UI is separated. I wish I can show you more because we have more things to show in this application, just like build another screen.
Like,
But
we could,
I will just jump directly back to the presentation. So what did we learn? So we learned that the evolution from this child created prompts to tech created prompts is hard, but it's something we need. So if we are engineers, we need to still stay engineers. So we still need to create prompts which are really related to the project and to the technology itself. So you should know what are you prompting. So you cannot just ask simply like make me an application which works without bugs. It's not gonna work. So Gemini, I would ask you to consider Gemini as a powerful helper, maybe as a junior engineer, but not as a magician. So Gemini will help you definitely, but you need to guide it. You need to show every step, and then it will do the work. And the good software basically is a combination between AI and nice engineering. And like last part of our presentation, which is a little bit philosophic, will AI replace the software developers? And the answer is I don't know, to be honest. So maybe 1 year ago I would say no. Now I will be absolutely honest with you, I don't know. But what should I do? So if AI is going to replace me? So first, you need to go wide. You need to learn about different technologies, maybe some basics, but you need to understand how they work. If we are talking about iOS, Android, cross-platform, backend, so you need to have understanding of what is going on there. Not just like having a black box and let it run and let it complete the job. And go deep, of course. If you have something you love, if you have, for instance, my passion is Flutter, and I'm trying to go as deep as possible into Flutter to learn about the framework things, about how the whole framework works. It's actually super interesting, and AI actually can help you. So you can ask questions to AI to make your knowledge better. And just last sentence, that engineering is...
Can I say it?
Yes, you can say it, please.
Okay. Engineering is turning vibes into vectors. This journey shows how AI and human collaboration can transform ideas into functional, enjoyable products. Thanks for coming.